Hey everyone, this is LP. I haven't been around for a while, but here I am for an unboxing and unshrink wrapping. This time for a new game. This is Masquerada or Masquerada, probably Masquerada Songs and Shadows. This was a kickstarted game back in 2016 by the Witching Hour Studios. It's a studio that I believe is based in China. Well, the game itself is meant to be in the vein of, I believe, Baldur's Gate and other such kind of party-based, narrative-based RPGs with lots of tactical combat. The box was produced by IndieBox, so it's an IndieBox format, which is one of the deep ones, but otherwise it's smaller than most big boxes of old, particularly from the 90s and early 2000s. It's a one-piece box because it's an indie box, so that means once I break it out of the cellophane, the shrink wrap, it will be just a flap. And these indie boxes, they're great. I love that they exist, and in terms of boxes, they're they're a little flimsy, but I'm pretty excited to see what's in there. I honestly can't remember. This arrived a month or two ago as a Kickstarter reward. The Kickstarter itself was from 2016, so it took a little while to get there. I know they had production issues and had to find a partner to do this with. But here it is, which is great. I haven't played the game, so I can't talk about the game. But I am pretty eager to break the shrink wrap off because, and I don't think I'll be able to necessarily capture this on camera, but it's actually very tight and there's a warping happening right here where it's dipping in and kind of waving. Plus there's a little damage, which I think has nothing to do with the shrink wrap. I want to check it out where there's kind of a rip just here. So I'm eager to get it out and see what's going on. So with no further ado, here we go. I have my trusty Swiss Army knife. I have a convenient break in the shrink wrap here. So let's do this. Okay, so make the hole a little larger, split it down, and be free. The indie boxes have this, or the more recent indie boxes, in my experience, have this nice matte finish. Wow, yeah, that. I don't know if we can see it. Probably can't capture it on the camera, but there is definitely some warping that's happened. It feels pretty gnarly, but it's not noticeable from the front, which is what's important. The artwork's pretty nice. If you like that style of slightly cartoonish. So shrink wrap all off, free. So the artwork's pretty nice, pretty suggestive of something magical going on. I really don't know anything about the game. I haven't read much about it, but it has this cool cel-shaded style. I don't know if we can really capture that, but yeah, it looks aesthetically. The game itself looks pretty cool. I believe it's meant to be pretty linear, so maybe not like Baldur's Gate in that sense, but party-based, tactical, etc. So down here we have box set contains game, Windows, USB stick, figurine, music, does say digital there, art book, digital, poster, digital. Okay, so the box itself contains a bunch of codes, I guess, or maybe one code, and I can get them all from Steam, and then a USB stick and a figurine. Okay, well, it's something at least. So Masquerada, or Masquerada probably, Songs and Shadows, and then we have a pretty cool blurb here, and I don't think there's much else to show you about the box, so let's get in there. I want to be careful not to damage the box. That was easy. Okay, good. We have a nice inlay or insert to kind of hold everything in place. I can see what I think is a figurine and a USB key and a manual. So let's have a look. Oh, okay, well, that's a little more than I maybe was expecting. So put the box aside. So we have a bunch of button badges with, looks like, different characters. Nice. There's 4, 5 of those. That's pretty neat. So on the back it just says, ooh, let's see if we can focus, Masquerada. I'm struggling with that name. The indie box. They're pretty cool. Oh, see them? And then we have, so this is made from some kind of rubber, I guess, or I don't know, silicone, I don't know. This is the base. We have this chap who is probably the protagonist. He has a mask, and he presumably sits on the base. Much like that. May take some work to get him really stuck on there, so I'm not going to bother. And then, most importantly, we have his sword, which we can presumably goes in this hand. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool. Oh, and look, he's even adjustable. On guard. On guard. Touche. Okay. And most importantly, the USB key. So I don't know what this is. It looks like some kind of, oh, what do you call those? Some kind of purity seal, if you're into Warhammer 40k. Some kind of award, badge. And then here we have the game manual. So, interestingly, despite it saying in the box that it came with all that digital content, I haven't accidentally fumbled and shown you all my Steam key because it doesn't appear to be included. So either they decided to send that independently and I've already redeemed that, which I may well have done, or I'm missing something. I think it's probably the former, but I'll have to investigate to figure out if that's the case. But yeah, always nice to have a an actual paper manual. And this one looks pretty decent. Developer's letter, introduction, so a little fluff, and then pretty detailed specifics about the way the game plays by those things. Cool. So, and then maybe even a little more fluff in the background about the characters and guilds. Cool. Okay, well, I'm excited about that. So yeah, there you have it. Sorry, I'm clearly rusty at this. Masquerada, Songs and Shadows by the Witching Hour Studios. This was a Kickstarter exclusive. The game is available and has been for, I think, a good year or so on Steam and GOG. Let me know if it's worth playing. Yeah, nice indie box. Thanks for watching. I don't know when I'll be doing another one of these, but I wanted to make sure I saved this particular box from any further shrink wrap stress. So there it is. Be sure to subscribe to the Big Box PC Gaming channel on YouTube and check out our Big Box PC Gaming community, Big Box PC Gaming Game Collectors community on Facebook. You can also find us on Twitter. I'm on Twitter as Dancing Crab. I'm hoping to be a little more active again in the coming weeks. And there is a ton of stuff there about big box games if you're interested. So catch you all later. Peace. Bye.